Welcome to the AFPM Training Camp Rookie Showcase. Jim Emily, great catch. Sprinting towards the end of the drill at record pace. But Jim is now running barefoot. There goes his jersey. Oh my! And the football! Okay, he's down to the 30, the 20, and he's down to his underwear.
Today, much of the world around us is made from petrochemicals. That is, just about everything not made from plants, rocks, or metal. Petrochemical products include thousands of essential and life-saving products people use every day. And yes, football fans, that includes the bleachers you sit on, the artificial surface on the field, the lacing in the football, and the uniforms worn by the players.
But what are petrochemicals? Well, it all begins very small with the carbon atom, which is the magic behind organic chemistry. Carbon can take different forms, from coal to diamonds to nanotubes. Carbon is truly magical in that it can connect to many different types of atoms, including itself. When it connects, it becomes a molecule, which is nothing more than a group of connected atoms. When carbon connects to itself and you add a few hydrogens, you get what is called a hydrocarbon molecule. Here is what some of the hydrocarbon molecules look like. They each have similar properties, but are still very different from each other. Hydrocarbons are found in oil and natural gas, which are naturally occurring mixtures formed from decayed plants and animals. Natural gas can exist as both a gas and a liquid under the ground. The gas is comprised mostly of methane, and the liquid is a mixture of ethane, propane, and butane. Some of the natural gas and liquids have been trapped in shale formations. Shale is a type of dense rock. But how do we get it out? We drill. This is the traditional way to drill for natural gas and natural gas liquids. But what about the shale formations far below? Exploration crews can now use a combination of high-tech approaches to get the gas and liquids from the shale rock. This is done through a combination of horizontal drilling, hydraulic fracturing, and seismic imaging. After they drill down, the exploration crews can drill horizontally. Equipped with sophisticated drilling equipment, the crews shoot down a mixture of water, sand, and detergents to crack the rock so that the gas and liquids can escape. The fracturing process takes place thousands of feet below water reservoirs or aquifers. Wherever the drill and pipe pass through a freshwater layer, the water is protected by several impermeable barriers that are made of steel and concrete casings. These barriers ensure maximum protection for water supplies. Once the natural gas liquids are out of the ground, they are separated into the gases ethane, propane, and butane. Of the three, ethane is a very important hydrocarbon molecule. Ethane is fed into a large, complex piece of manufacturing equipment called a cracker. It's called that because it uses high temperatures to crack the bond between carbons. Now the chemistry takes over. Chemistry is all about bonding. The cracker then forces the carbons to form two bonds with each other that make a new hydrocarbon molecule called ethylene. As one of the most fundamental building blocks in the world of plastics and chemistry, ethylene is special. What makes ethylene special is the double bond between the carbons. This is what an ethane cracker looks like. Ethane comes into the unit by pipeline. Now we apply heat to break the carbon bond. Here you see where the ethylene exits the cracker through another pipeline. From here, ethylene can take two different routes. It can be made into plastic or other chemicals called petrochemical derivatives. They are used as raw materials to make specialty chemicals, which give us products with many performance attributes that consumers enjoy. For example, they make nylon stronger, so it can be used by our armed forces for parachute straps. Or it can be used in a variety of plastic that have characteristics that make them stronger, more flexible, and resilient. You saw what a football game would look like without petrochemicals. Now let's see what your life is like with petrochemicals.
It's safe to say that from the moment you wake up each morning to the time you go to bed each night, you rely on products made from ethylene and other petrochemicals. Petrochemicals may have been used to make the bedspread on your bed, the carpeting on the floor, the paint on the walls, and the curtains on the windows. They're in many of the materials that go into making your home comfortable and efficient, including foam insulation in walls and attic, vinyl siding, eaves and windows, solar shingles, and a number of deck materials. Even when you go for a drive, know that petrochemicals are making your ride more comfortable. Interestingly, today's windmills wouldn't exist without petroleum-based petrochemicals. But petrochemicals applications go beyond our comfort and entertainment. They are critical to our lives. Modern medicine would be nearly impossible without the many products made from petrochemicals. These include critical devices for surgical procedures, bags that keep blood fresher longer, sterile tubing to deliver life-saving blood and medicine. Everything from the stethoscope to the blood pressure monitor to aspirin is made from petrochemicals. Petrochemicals are also the building blocks for prosthetic and other devices that replace parts of the human body damaged or destroyed by disease, age, or injury. Among petrochemicals, many attributes is the fact that they are also very versatile. Chemists can actually manipulate groups of atoms and make the resulting products perform in special and unique ways, allowing them to be used to make everything from toys to eyewear to bulletproof vests. They make modern communications possible. In fact, regardless of how you're viewing this video, on a desktop computer, laptop, tablet, or smartphone, the viewing device is made from petrochemicals. The future of specialized materials is only limited by our imagination. Breakthroughs are happening every day in electronics, transportation, military applications, and emergency services. None of this would be possible without the world of organic chemistry and petrochemicals.